Okay. Damn it.
What's wrong?
I started reading this article from Reddit about addicted food. I am a foodaholic. I'm not addicted to smoking. I've smoked cigarettes. I stopped smoking cigarettes.
Weirdly enough, yeah, you can do this on and off thing with cigarettes that most people can't do.
And then I stopped drinking for a very long time. I don't have to have it. But look at me. God bless it. I have a food problem.
Food's your vice?
I think food is my problem. And I started making a list of things that... And we put this online because I wanted to see if anybody else is a fatty that has a food problem either. Are you a foodaholic? Have you ever asked yourself, can you not stop eating until all the food is gone or you were completely sick to your stomach? Because these are things that have happened to me. Have you ever done this? Is there a certain food that you have to finish, that it's completely gone and you overate, or you just feel sick?
The last time I did this,
and you're like, I can't do this anymore.
The last time I did this was years ago. It was actually bikini food bet when I realized I needed to lose the weight and I needed some motivation, and I did the 5-bite diet.
This is the last time that you ate yourself to where you felt so sick you couldn't move?
You know what's funny is even after doing the 5-bite diet, I remember one night, I was living in a Royal Grande, and they're coming in here and saying, okay, we're going to do a weight loss challenge the next day, because after I made this huge tri-tip on the barbecue, and I just kept eating the tri-tip, and then I got I got it when we were doing the beef jerky, when I ate the 2 bags of beef jerky in 45 minutes, when I said it was going to take me 6 minutes. I got the meat sweats. I had the meat sweats after eating the tri-tip. And I was like, this is not healthy. I cannot do this anymore. So I made a conscious decision then and there to only eat what is on my plate, never go back for seconds.
I'm not just talking about that, though.
Never go back for seconds.
Do you ever open a bag of chips and eat out of the bag? Or do you put it on a plate now?
I do eat out of the bag for convenience purposes.
Right.
But I think I've shrunk my stomach successfully to the point where not as much... It's not. I don't go until the bag's finished.
Right.
Like I make a conscious effort not to do that.
I've had many lows, and one of them is if I open a bag. If I'm hungry and I have not had anything to eat, I can eat an entire bag of nacho cheese Doritos. Like it's just nothing. Like and then I'll make a sandwich. I'll make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I will finish off an entire bag. I've done a family-sized bag.
A pop-up restaurant.
Sorry.
Nacho cheese Doritos it's just ridiculous. I can't. That and those poofy Cheetos, the cheesy poofs, the puffy ones, not the old school Cheetos, but the puffy ones.
You have to give this a listen then.
A pop-up restaurant serving Cheetos concoctions is coming to New York, Tribeca. It's called the Spotted Cheetah and will offer such items as Cheetos-infused meatballs and Cheetos mac and cheese.
I don't want that.
Why not?
I don't.
I'm a Cheeto fan.
I only like the poofy cheesy Cheetos.
I'm a crunchy Cheeto.
I don't know what those are called. Those are the
puffs.
The puffs. Yeah.
The puffs.
Love the puffs.
There will be 11 Cheetos-inspired dishes in all, ranging in price from $8 to $22. The Spotted Cheetah will be open for 3 days only, Tuesday through Thursday next week on West Broadway. Reservations required.
So they're open in the restaurant for 3 days. 3 days.
Yeah, this is a trend to pop up restaurants.
I hate that.
They have like chefs that work at other restaurants that sometimes will just do a pop up restaurant and they'll just take over. Like for example,
I don't understand the concept.
The McDonald's on Foothill. I'm just using that because it's abandoned, and they'll open it up, and for one night sometimes they'll just do a pop up restaurant. And it'll be kind of like you have to get on through the internet and you have to make a reservation, and it's real secretive, and then you show up and you eat, and I don't know. It's like a thing that's going around. I think somebody wrote that. Sarah wrote in, she said pop-up restaurants, because that's like a thing. I've never heard of any other kind of pop-up stores, but.
Well, that Lululemon, is that how you say it?
I don't know what that is.
The yoga pants store?
I don't know what that is.
That's downtown now?
I have no idea what that is.
They used to be on Marsh, and they used to keep what I like to call San Luis hours. They were like open on Tuesdays from like 5 to 7 p.m., and it was like, well, how do you stay in business if you're only open on Tuesday from 5 to 7 p.m.? But I guess they sold enough yoga pants to move into a bigger store.
Okay.
And that was known as a pop-up store, if you will. Or a pop-up restaurant is the Cheetos restaurant. Do you have an idea for a pop-up restaurant?
I don't.
That would be a good pop-up restaurant, like a. What about a Doritos themed thing? Since you eat the whole damn bag.
No, I just want to eat the bag of Doritos. I don't want anybody to talk to me.
Have you ever got
kinky?
Alone. Have you ever got kinky with your love affair for the Doritos? Like, have you ever?
No, I've never tried to have sex with my Doritos.
No,
I just like to eat them.
I'm not asking about that.
I prefer a glass of milk when I eat Doritos.
I'm saying, do you ever try to take Doritos to the next level?
No, I just eat them.
That's it.
Well, that's what they're meant for. I don't know what else you would do with Doritos. Put them on a sandwich or something?
Use them as a pie crust? I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Repurposing your Doritos.
I've never done that either.
Then I don't think you have a food problem. I think you're fine.
I ate a family-size bag by myself.
It was family size?
Oh, God, I was so sick afterwards. I just really thought about trying to make myself sick.
Don't feel bad about the family size, okay? If you went party size. No, I'm being serious. Because if you look at a regular size bag of Doritos, the family size is a ruse, okay? Because
it's just more bigger bag, more air.
Kind of, a little bit. There's only about 1.5 ounces more Doritos in a family size bag as opposed to a regular size bag.
Amy just writes in. She says the food that she can't stop eating until it's gone or she feels sick is popcorn at the movies, which I'm the same way. Popcorn, it's not movies, it's the microwave stuff. Like, my wife's like, I'll pop a bag in the microwave. She's like, you share some of that? I'm like, no, get your own bag. That's why we bought a 6-pack. You get a bag, I get a bag. Like, you can't share a bag of popcorn while watching a 2-hour movie. That bag is going to last you the whole movie.
No, it is a garbage bag or sometimes a garbage pail, depending on what movie theater you go to.
I'm talking about microwave.
Oh, okay.
Do you agree with me on that?
Okay.
And then we'll go back.
I thought you were talking about the movie theater.
At the movies, I'll get a medium and we'll share that because, that's a lot of popcorn.
It's huge.
But a microwave bag is like half of a medium-sized popcorn. It's like a small, you can't share that.
What ends up happening in our house is we pop a bag with the intentions of sharing that bag, but then after that one's done, we'll go pop another bag. So, yes, you're right. We do need 2 bags to satisfy.
Okay, we kind of got 2 things working here because of the Cheetos thing and the pop-up restaurant or the pop-up business idea. I kind of like that. I'm sure we could figure something out. But the thing I don't like about pop-up is it's here and it's gone.
It's gone, I know. So if it's
like
popular,
when you go to Costco, you see something you like, you buy it because when you come back next week, because you're like, maybe next week, and then it's gone. I can't stand stuff that is here 1 minute and gone the next. That's why I don't understand why these are successful.
Mark writes in. He brings up a very good point. He says the only thing that's probably going to survive temporarily on that basis would be retail. Like Sears should get in the pop-up store business because
don't sign a long-term lease.
Take everything that you have now, Sears. Hold on to it, and then just open your stores like around Christmas time. For like a week at a time. That's how you do it because the technology and the ability to order things online is just dissolving retail. So retail is the only thing that can survive in the pop-up realm. I could see that becoming a thing actually in the future. That's the only way retail survives is like, hey, 1 week and 1 week only, Kmart's going to be open.
Yeah, see, I do have a fishing shirt. This is a fishing shirt store that it's a pop-up. It happens.
You're the only guy.
Here it comes. No, I'm not.
You're the only guy
I know so many guys that like to wear fishing shirts.
Because you hang out with guys
You
that
didn't go to the fair. Everybody's wearing the Columbia fishing shirts nowadays, all right? And the pop-up store, it shows up.
Everybody's wearing the Columbia fishing shirt.
Any man over the age of 30 is now wearing
the man moo-moo.
The fishing shirts.
The man moo-moo.
It's hashtag the man moo-moo.
How pathetic can some people be?
Oh, summer's over. That sucks. I miss the outdoor festivals. That's one of my favorite things to do. I get dragged to them all the time, and I like them with one exception. I refuse to use a porta potty. All right, because porta potties have to be the single most disgusting thing ever invented by some evil human being somewhere. Like, have you ever actually gone in and looked down into a porta potty? Oh, don't. Just don't. Because all you're going to see is pee and the worst diarrhea you could ever imagine. Yeah. Which makes sense when you think about it, because I guarantee you no one has ever made the decision to take a casual dump in a porta potty. You have never seen a guy strolling along with a newspaper under his arm You know, I could hold this. But I'm going to go ahead and do it in that prison hot box over there.
Dumbass of the day. 93.3 KZOZ.
I can't believe every time I see a porta potty, you play that. I think of this one time I went into one up at Margarita Adventures in Santa Margarita.
Yeah.
Up the zip lining.
I would think that
they have porta potties up there because you can't put plumbing in.
Right. I would think that wouldn't be an issue up there because like it's not like a lot of people are coming through and using.
Well,
it.
no, right? I mean, and as a matter of fact, you know, it was one of those porta potties you walked in. It was like a wheelchair accessible one, probably because it was the only one they had. And the lid's open, and I get ready to do my business there. They didn't have a stand up, and you have to look down, and there's just one thing sitting there. Look at your travel mug. I'm not kidding you. I thought a freaking bear or a Sasquatch.
Maybe it was. It's out in the wilderness.
Came in.
Bit, you know.
Look at the size of my. I'm not kidding. It was that long and it was that round. I've never seen anything like. How does that come out of a human being?
I don't know.
Sorry you brought that up, but I had to share.
A diet of Contigo
and
cups,
I'm like,
I guess.
that had to be a Sasquatch. Like that. Literally, there has to be a Squatch up here using this thing. I've never seen anything that big in my life.
It's tough to use the porta potty at the concert because you don't want to miss any of the action, right?
And the lines, right?
Yeah. Last night, Slayer. You don't have that problem at the Vina Robles Amphitheater. The bathrooms are actually nice.
Really nice
at the Vina
bathrooms.
Robles
And they have
Amphitheater,
plenty of them.
Which lends to the concert going experience. Like if you're going to go to a concert, you're like, "Where's the concert at?" It's at the Vina Robles. Oh, all right. Okay, I could go ahead and I could play fast and loose with my diet choices that day.
Yeah, because there are sometimes you're going somewhere, like for example, even the fair, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh,
Yeah. You're like, okay.
no, I'm gonna stay away from that today.
Make sure to eat bread. That's it. New Mexico man facing charges of disorderly conduct and indecent exposure after he peed on a family during a Metallica concert on Friday in Glendale.
It's despicable. It's ridiculous.
Daniel Daddio, he's 44 years of age.
Was he just standing behind him and peed on him?
He made the drive all the way from Albuquerque to Phoenix. And
all the way.
He was arrested after a family of three told employees at the University of Phoenix Stadium that they felt warm liquid washing over their backs and legs. The father, who was attending the show with his wife and 10-year-old daughter, Metallica concert.
I would
10-year-old daughter.
I would lay into this guy, even if he was
concert.
twice my size.
He told police that when he turned around, he saw the suspect holding his genitals.
He peed on the daughter?
Daughter, wife, and dad.
That's a sex act. You throw the book at him. It's not just peeing on somebody or being drunk.
Now, it doesn't say whether or not he was holding his genitals outside his clothes or inside of his clothes. He said that the
Sure, it
father
was outside if he was peeing on people.
The father confronted him, and the guy just kind of Daniel Daddio. He just shrugged. He just said, "Oh,
yeah.
I got
Too bad."
When you gotta go, you gotta go. I guess." State troopers were called to the scene and questioned Daddio, who denied peeing on the family.
His name is Daddy O. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Or Daddio.
Douche.
I don't know. He was arrested around 9:40 in the evening, which means the concert wasn't over yet. His ticket was located right behind the family, and he also seemed intoxicated, according to trooper reports on that one. So you would punch the guy if he peed on you at the concert?
I've got my family there. Yeah, I'm gonna pee back on him after I knock him out. I'm going right. I'm kicking him right in his junk.
You
man.
think this guy ever says, "Hey, fam"? Fill in the blank metal act showing up in town. Megadeth comes to town. I don't know. Megadeth's coming to town. Remember how much fun we had at Metallica last time? You want to go, little Cindy?
Well, I think Megadeth and Metallica are a little different, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit different, but
You should be able to take
not
your
too different.
kids to a Metallica show.
What?
It's the music you grew up on. Come on. Kids like that music.
10?
I mean, it's great.
10 years of age? Like, I know I was going to take my 9-month-old son to see Garth Brooks, but it's Garth Brooks, okay? That's like, you know.
What do you
like-
think happens at
he
a
wears a
Metallica
cow-
show?
he wears a
old
cowboy
guys.
hat.
It's a bunch of old guys. That's what you run into. A bunch of 40 and 50-year-old dudes.
This guy was 44, and he decided to
Yeah, that guy's a piece of crap.
soil the backs,
There's
the
douchebags
backs and
everywhere.
the legs of the family sitting
Yeah.
in front of him.
There's people that will drink too much in a setting like that and be an idiot.
Well, I'm not talking about that. That's just like Metallica. Well, I guess, okay, if you're sitting far enough back, I guess at a Metallica concert, It's not like I'm going to get down in front.
Right, you're not going to get down there where everybody's kind of
with
raging.
my 10-year-old daughter.
Right. There's going to be young people there trying to mosh.
But if I'm up in stands, yeah, I guess I could see going to Metallica with my 10-year-old daughter.
Yeah. And then this guy pees. I mean, that's... Who does that?
What if this is the first concert-going experience for that 10-year-old? She's never going to a concert again?
Yeah, that's a pretty good story, huh? We all have our stories. I went and saw the Beach Boys at the county fair.
Yeah.
I remember Kokomo was a big song, and they were kicking around a beach ball, and I thought, ooh, look at this. This is cool.
Not Metallica.
I went to a Metallica concert, and I got pissed on by this drunk guy. It's going to screw up the rest of her life. She's going to turn into drugs and prostitution.
Yep. There should be
one day she'll share this story, and that's where it all started.
There should be a civil suit waiting for Daddy-O.
See what I did there? Hit me with your best shot.
No.
The guy peed on her, hit me with your best shot. It's
a stretch.
A little too early for you today, buddy.
It's a stretch.
6:32, it's Jeff and Jeremy.
It's a stretch, Rick D's.
Online, KZOZ.com. That's where you can find the podcast. It's there every day. It's the entire show without any interruption from any commercials or anything else like that. You can also catch the After the Show podcast, which is stuff we can't put on the radio, so we put it in the podcast.
And here's the disclaimer on the After the Show podcast. People have been saying, hey, how come you guys aren't doing the After the Show podcast every day? Because we're kind of busy. It comes and it goes.
Well, there'll be more of those probably when we get more from, whatever. But we'll probably do one today. It's just kind of when we're feeling it.
I'm kind of busy today.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you got going today?
I have a guy coming in. I've got to record him.
Oh, you got some other stuff going on?
I got another
you know what I have to do
spot
today?
I have to do. It's an annoying day. I mean, I literally look at at my time line today, and I'm here till easily 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's just one of those perfect storm days.
I got to go to the dentist this afternoon.
See?
Get the teeth cleaned.
So no.
Scraping on the teeth with the little metal objects.
No.
It's always fun.
No, after the show. Would you rather have a guy pee on you? Because that's quick and easy. Or
I'll get my teeth cleaned, okay?
Or get your teeth cleaned.
I'll get the tartar taken out of my mouth.
There are times when I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, I wish I could just have a guy pee on me and just call it a day. We're asking you
if you've ever been peed on.
No, we're asking you the question this morning: if you would take your 10-year-old daughter to a Metallica concert. James gives it the thumbs up, meaning I guess.
Yes, I would
imagine that he would. You say now would be okay, but what if it was like in 1989?
No, I mean, I wouldn't probably have a 10-year-old in 1989. It was a different show back then. This is now.
I'm not saying you.
This band's like 30 years old. I mean, it's,
You were 14. You were 14 in 1989.
Okay.
Would your parents, if they were way into Metallica, have taken you to a Metallica concert at the age of 14?
I don't know. I mean, my parents never took me to a concert until the Beach Boys.
I guess you were 13 in 1980.
And they took me to the Beach Boys. My dad used to take me to drag races all the time. And there's a lot of questionable
as far as the
people
crowd
there.
goes, I would trust a Metallica crowd over a drag race crowd any day of the week.
Yeah, so I mean, my dad used to take me hunting. And
although it's
all
kind of the same
I think
crowd.
he would have. Yeah, I think he would have. He used to take me everywhere. So he'd take me hunting. He took me hunting when I was 8. And didn't get anything.
It's so funny. Like, you remember the first concert you ever went to? Do you remember the second concert you ever went to? I do not.
Oh, that'd be tough. I want to say it was
the life of me. Like, I know I went to
I
went to Miami Sound Machine as the first concert ever, but I could not for the life of me tell you what the second concert was that I ever went to.
It would have had to been like groundbreaking or something that really stuck with you. It might have been Michael Bolton.
Oh, good.
And you know the story behind that. I've told you that before. Me and my best friend were going to go because we were like 12.
Mm-hmm.
And it was right when school started. Our fair started in the fall.
This is when he had the skullet, right?
He had the skullet. This is when he had all of his hit songs on the radio, and we were going to go see Michael Bolton. Anyways, he ends up getting hit by a car and dies. So I have to end up going with his older brother, who I didn't even like, a couple weeks after he dies, to go to the concert. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that was kind of a downer. Like, I couldn't get into the concert. It was like pretty stupid.
What do you mean you couldn't get into the concert? They wouldn't let you in because you weren't old enough?
No. I couldn't get into the show itself. Like, I was in there, but I couldn't like get into the vibe of the show. Like, it was just kind of.
Can I tell you, I never really understood Michael Bolton, because Michael Bolton, didn't he just do like a bunch of cover songs?
No, he wrote a bunch of his own stuff. But, some of the big stuff that he is popular for were the covers. But he did, I said I love you, but I lied. How can we be lovers if we can't be friends? Those are all original Michael Bolton pieces.
Dude, YouTube? Michael Bolton's top tracks? How many videos do you think is in that playlist?
Oh, he's got a lot, right? I don't know, 50.
This will blow your mind. No, that's low grade. 50's like,
100?
235.
235 different videos?
Yes. In his top tracks. Now, come on. You know that there's probably other tracks there from other artists. I would hope so. Unless
he did some stuff with other people, and he went on to do other albums and that nobody ever heard of. I mean, he kept trying. And so I think he still tours.
So tell me all about it. Tell me about the plans you made.
Come on, this was a great song. This gives me goosebumps.
Tell me one thing more before I go.
Oh, this takes me back like 92 or something.
Tell me how am I supposed
Maybe
to
earlier.
live without you?
Would anybody notice if Chad Kroeger retired and Michael Bolton led Nickelback?
93.3 KZOZ rocks Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
So, Glen Campbell, when I first heard this yesterday.
That's the second concert I went to.
When I first heard this yesterday, Glen Campbell died, and it's like, Glen Campbell. I'm like, who the hell's Glen Campbell? Oh, yeah, Glen Campbell. It's like, my grandparents used to listen to this old guy. He died yesterday, complications to Alzheimer's.
Cool story with Glen Campbell is he got diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and he said, that's cool. I'm still going to go out, and I'm still going to perform for the people. And he performed for the people all the way, I think, till the end, pretty much.
Well, check this out. I mean, he's got such a cool history that I didn't even know about, but I didn't know that he covered Green Day's Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. This is 2008.
Knowing that your door is always open and your path is free.
Doesn't sound like it.
That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag load of your stuff.
Oh, okay. This was before he was diagnosed. He was diagnosed in 2011.
And if you know
Rhinestone Cowboy topped the charts the year we were born in 1975.
Yeah.
But did you know that he also was a studio musician for the Monkees? Merle Haggard, Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra? Yeah, I didn't know that. So that was all before he got big. And what really blew my mind is I had no idea that he actually toured and filled in for Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys from 1964 to 1965. Like, oh, that's really interesting. So now you know, if you didn't know. Glen Campbell, outside of Rhinestone Cowboy, which is all I pretty much knew about him yesterday, has covered Green Day, and he toured with the Beach Boys in the mid-'60s for a year, filling in for Brian Wilson.
Was that the Green Day cover that you just played?
Yeah. I didn't.
It could not have been.
Hold on. Sorry, I don't have a way to fast forward.
I know there's an old, like.
Did they screw up the clip?
I think they may have. I mean, that doesn't sound like Good Riddance, does it? Here, I got it right here. Yeah, this sounds like Good Riddance. Okay. I thought he did like his own arrangement of it or something.
I didn't listen to it ahead of time. I just figured they got it right here.
Figures.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road.
There we go.
Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. Make the best of this test and don't rest right. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Can I tell you, I like it better than Green Day's?
You like it better than the version they used in Seinfeld?
I do.
This is the Seinfeld song to me. Seinfeld destroyed this song for me. I just see Jerry's dumb face right now.
So take the photographs and still frames in your mind.
George and Elaine are hugging.
Hang it on the shelf in good health and good time.
This is good.
It really is. It's almost like this song should have been a country song instead of done by Green Day.
What it's worth, it was worth it all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I
picking.
A little banjo picking?
Yeah. Some bluegrass influence there. Got a mandolin up in there. That's the mandolin.
Let's listen to one more verse. Come on. This is Glen Campbell covering Green Day.
Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable.
Something about his voice.
In the end it's right.
Sounds like an old man telling a story, you know?
Had the time of your life.
Like,
okay,
that fits the song a little better.
Is that better than the original?
I mean, is that I really
covered
like that.
better than the original?
I don't know.
543-3693. Who did the cover song better than the original? I always thought that and 9 Inch Nails Hurt is amazing, but Johnny Cash Hurt is like mind blown. You know? And I thought 9 Inch Nails Hurt was like one of the best songs ever recorded.
Time of your life.
Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I mean, I like them both.
Yeah, I think Glen Campbell's is better, though.
This is really good. Grab a phone call here. Hey, Travis.
Yeah, hi.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, you were talking about remakes that are better than the original.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, growing up, I always liked I Get By With a Little Help from My Friends, the Joe Cocker version. Don't get me wrong, the Beatles.
Yeah.
That's a great version. I'm not complaining about that at all, but I'm sure the Wonder Years played a big role in that. I heard it all the time growing up, and I don't know. When you asked that question a second ago, that's the first song that came to mind.
Thank you, Travis. Appreciate the call.
For me,
so it doesn't have to be an older guy covering a younger band song. I thought that's what you were asking.
No.
Just
no.
Just songs that were done better by another band.
Yeah. For me, this one's the one.
And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hill.
I know this song has been covered.
Who is this? Who covered this? Who is
This
this?
is Smashing Pumpkins.
I didn't know they did this.
What is now?
It's because you were too busy listening to Huey Lewis in the News.
No, I was probably listening to...
You were literally in 1995 going back in time.
I was probably listening to more Montel Jordan at that time. This is how we do it.
Montel Jordan. Does he still host that show? Or is he still...
I don't know what you're talking about. Montel Jordan host a TV show?
Yeah, didn't he host a talk show?
I don't know.
Bald guy?
Montel Jordan?
Yeah.
No. You're talking about Montel Williams?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Too many Montels in this world.
We tried to say you're a white boy from the Midwest.
I thought you were talking about the guy that was the host of that TV show.
Let's get Mac up. Hey, Mac.
Hey, talking about covers, and then also you guys bringing up Metallica earlier. I like Metallica's cover of Whiskey in the Jar.
That's a good one. That is a really good one.
I mean, I love Thin Lizzy also, but they really
rocked
I feel
it
like
out,
you listen to those. Yeah, you listen to those side by side, and Metallica really just did it justice.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You got to go and listen to them side by side. When you listen to them side by side, you're like, that one's the better one. If you just to take them at face value. Now, obviously, the people that do it first deserve all the accolades.
Right.
Okay? Like Stevie Nicks deserves all the accolades for Landslide. But what Billy Corgan was able to do with it when the Smashing Pumpkins did it, man, this is like, you're like, whoa, you're taken back a bit. So we're asking you this morning, who did the cover song better than the original?
Hi, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. This is Spencer. Hey, there was a guy, Ryan Adams, that did a great cover of Taylor Swift. He did a bunch. Actually, he did a whole album.
The new stuff, like in the last few years?
No, you're right.
Yes,
You're
it
right.
was. And
So
if you listen to Bad Blood,
yes,
that is so much better than Taylor Swift's version.
I really like this song, and I had no idea I had no idea that it was a Taylor Swift song.
Oh my gosh!
Because I like Ryan Adams, and I was just listening to it one day in the car. And the funny thing is,
we're saying Ryan with an R, by the way.
Yeah, not Brian Adams.
That's right.
Not,
It's with an R.
Not Summer of '69. But I was listening to this one day in the car, and my daughter chimes in, and she starts singing the chorus, and I'm like,
yeah, that's true.
How do you know this?
How do you know Ryan Adams? Are you cool? She's like, no, a girl sings it.
That's too funny that you said. I did the same thing. I heard his version, and I didn't realize it was Taylor Swift. I'm like, oh my God, that's funny. I thought it was his song, and she redid it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So in this case, that works. Okay,
thanks for the
cover
call.
is better than the original.
Let me
At
hear
least
this
for me, not for my daughter.
What's he saying here? I can't understand him. He made a really deep cut.
Yeah, now we got bad blood.
Now we got back?
Bad blood.
See, that's the problem. Some of these artists, they don't enunciate, and then I can't understand what they're saying.
Can't all be Huey Lewis.
See? Great enunciation, Huey Lewis. What song is better than the original? What cover song was better than the original? We have a couple people that want to chime in here. Go ahead, man.
Stairway to Heaven, Heart's version, but you have to watch the video. You can't just listen to it. You got to watch the video.
Sounds like you're getting a little deep with us.
It's really good.
All right. Thank you for the phone call. Stairway to Heaven. You got to watch the video.
I have it right here.
You do?
Yeah.
All right.
This was at the Kennedy Center Honors in 2012. Let's listen to it. Wait, hold on a second. Isn't this just Led Zeppelin? This sounds exactly like Led Zeppelin.
All that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to hell.
Yeah, this is, I don't know. You got to make it your
crazy?
own. You got to make it your own.
Can I tell you what's crazy?
You can't just make it sound exactly like the original.
Is Robert Plant is being honored at the Kennedy Center Honors, and Ann Wilson has to go up and sing Robert Plant's song in front of him. That's maybe why you got to watch the video, because he's sitting there and he's got his hand on his chin, like
he's analyzing,
like he's critiquing it.
If the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. Ooh.
Hi, good morning. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Hollywood Vampires version of Whole Lot of Love is amazing.
Yeah,
Very cool.
How about the Hollywood Vampires? I feel like they were a flash in the pan. Like, we don't even hear about them anymore.
Yeah,
Thanks for the
busy.
call. That was a great concert.
It's like a Switchfoot thing, you know? They're all busy. This has got his own thing going on, Johnny, you know? He's got to go make pirate movies. He's got to support that $35,000 a day wine habit that he's got. You think you got a problem with Doritos, my friend.
Doritos a lot cheaper than wine.
Johnny's got...
Unless it's $2.
Johnny's got some serious problems.
Let's see here.
You're
Hi,
worried
go
about
ahead.
You're worried about yellow fingertips. He's worried about red teeth.
What do you got for us?
Disturbed version of drawing a blank. It's crap.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know Down with the Sickness.
No, it's an older song that he redid.
Sound of Silence.
Man.
You're talking about
Sound of Silence.
Sound of Silence.
Yes,
yeah, a lot of people like that
Sound
one.
of Silence. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Good job.
Hey, you're right. All right, way to weigh in there. All right.
It's very popular.
One more
right now.
guy. One more guy. Go ahead.
One that kind of sticks out to me, and I'm a product of the 80s, is Van Halen did Dancing in the Streets.
You think that's done better than the original?
Like I said, I'm a product of the 80s.
All right, I got you. Thanks a lot for the call.
Yep, you guys take care.
Hey, like you said, Jeff, he's a product of the 80s, man.
But, I mean, Martha and the Vandellas, I mean, it's a Marvin Gaye song, so he's the one that goes all the way to the bank on that one. But, like, Martha and the Vandellas, you know, that was like that song's been covered. Like, didn't Mick Jagger and David Bowie do it, too?
I think so,
They did it as well. Everybody covers Dancing in the Streets, which is awesome for Marvin Gaye and his estate because, man, when everybody covers your song, it's a
payday.
Yeah, it's good times.
It's like being in a pyramid scheme. Like, you know, the people underneath you keep making you money.
Yeah. A legal pyramid scheme. I don't think Van Halen's is better. I don't think Mick Jagger and David Bowie was better.
I mean, Van Halen's good, but this is the one you think of when you think of Dancing in the Streets.
But, to each their own. A lot of people probably think Taylor Swift's
We need to get a list of everybody who
version of
covered
Bad
this.
Blood is better than Ryan Adams.
What do you got, man?
Hey, morning. I didn't really care for the Beatles until I heard Come Together by Godsmack.
Really?
We got to hear that.
Amazing song.
I got to hear
it.
Godsmack cover that, Jeff. Can you? Jeff looking for it right now. It's Godsmack covering Come Together by the Beatles.
Yes.
My daughter's into this thing called Beat Bugs. And Beat Bugs is it's a cartoon where these cartoon characters sing Beatles songs. So I'm way into Beatles songs right now.
Oh, gosh.
Because,
it's kind of cool that they're doing that.
Considering the options of children's programming, I will take Beat Bugs any day over Alvin and the Chipmunks, okay?
But it's kind of cool. That
Here come old flat top, he come moving up slowly. He goes slowly. Oh, holy roller, he goes down to his knees. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please.
You should have got a little.
This ain't bad.
No, they're a good band.
He wear no shoe shine, he got toe jam football, he got monkey finger, he shoot.
Oh my God. This just made me think of another one that I've heard.
Can I tell you, this is better than the Aerosmith cover.
Have you ever heard Nickelback cover Elton John?
It is not bad. It is not bad at all.
Oh my gosh. It's Saturday Night's All Right, right?
Yeah.
We're going to play that for you. Because it's actually pretty good. I think it's Saturday Night's All Right.
He back production, he got Boris Gumboot, he got
I'm really surprised by Godsmack. How good it is.
Why would you be surprised?
I don't know. I'm not a Godsmack fan.
All right. Hi, good morning.
Hey, I think that maybe not better, but as good is Guns N' Roses Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yeah, I agree. That is, and that was my first exposure to that song. And then I realized Bob Dylan did it. And I listened to Bob Dylan, so I was like, this old dude sucks.
They covered a lot of songs. I remember they released an album that was pretty popular. A lot of it got played on the radio.
Spaghetti Incident, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the call, buddy.
You got it.
There it is, right there.
I like the way you did it better. It felt like you were taking a crap. All right, Nickelback, Saturday Night's All Right, covering Elton
we found
John.
It. We scrounged it up.
My favorite Nickelback song.
What's your favorite Elton John song?
What is my favorite Elton John song?
This is your favorite Elton John song done by Nickelback.
No, I don't like the Elton John version. This is way better.
Oh, you love Nickelback.
I love this. Quit talking. It's my headbanging song.
Whatever happened to my Nickelback t-shirt? Didn't I lose a bet to you and I had to wear a Nickelback t-shirt?
Yeah, I never bought it. I just let it go because I'm an idiot.
You didn't want to be profiled on Amazon as being a loser?
Where's the Saturday?
That would be the
different
bridge.
part of the song.
That would be the bridge, and we don't have time for it. Go look it up on YouTube if you really want to listen to it.
Anyways, that is actually a great cover. I love that. And the Godsmack come together. And, I made it very...
I like to come together.
I made it very public that I'm not a huge Beatles fan, but it's like it rocks, man. I mean, I don't know.
What's funny? This show that my daughter's watching is hugely popular on Netflix, probably because there's parents like me that are like, I'm done listening to stuff I don't know. I want to hear something I don't know. But whenever there's questionable lyrics in the songs, of the Beatles songs, the bugs, they're bugs. They just go. Like, listen to this. This is the come together part.
He back protection. He got walrus gumboot. He won spinal cracker. He got feet down below his
Here it comes.
knee. Come together.
This is Steve. Hey, Steve.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing well, man. So what's the song for you?
You guys are really rocking out today.
Oh, yes, we are. To the beat bugs.
Hey, I saw something really cute last week, and, you know, I'm not into country music, and I'm not into rap, but I caught Joe Nichols, who's a country singer. He actually still plays real country music.
Yeah.
He played up in San Miguel.
Uh-huh.
And he's covering Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back.
My wife showed me this on the internet the other night.
It is hilarious.
Is there a video, or is this from the concert?
Yeah, it's a video. It's on the YouTubes. He used to do it in concert, I guess. Yeah,
No, it's plural.
He did it in concert. Go ahead.
We got it. Here, check it.
Yeah, Sir Mix-a-Lot is actually Sir Mix-a-Lot's actually in the video with him too.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
Yeah.
When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing up in your face, you get strong.
I get a boner.
You know.
Did he just say what I think he said?
Oh, you noticed that butt was.
What's that?
Thought I heard I got a boner.
No, that was Steve or whatever his name is.
And I can't.
Steve, you should be in the song. It was fit well.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. All you other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in.
That's talent right there, Joe Nichols.
Oh, it is?
Thing up in your face.
I love it. I love when people do this. This is great.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I mean, I was a big fan of this song back in the day. I'm trying to remember the album this came off
the
of.
Sir Mix-a-Lot, now, not to you and I, because
Got No Case or something.
we grew up in Seattle, and there was a lot of exposure to Sir Mix-a-Lot in Seattle. But is he constitute as a one-hit wonder?
Oh, no, he had other songs.
Name one.
He had other songs.
Wait, before you name one. No. Sir, what was your name again? Steve? Is it Steve?
Yeah, but Steve said he wasn't into hip-hop.
Steve.
No, not into it at all.
Can you name another Sir Mix-a-Lot song for us besides Baby Got Back?
I can't name another rapper.
Sure you can if you had to. Thanks, Steve. Hey, my tester. You know what he's doing now, Jeff?
Buttermilk biscuits.
You know what this guy, Sir Mix-a-Lot?
He does what we do. He does what we do.
He's doing a radio show.
More money doing it.
He does a morning radio show in Seattle. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it's Sir Mix-a-Lot. All right, we'll come back. We'll get a few more of these in here. 54336.
Other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with a nitty bitty waist and a round thing up in your face,
takes it.
You get strong.
Kevin's been holding on for a minute now. Go ahead, man.
To answer Jeff's question, that would be Swass, Buttermilk Biscuits, Posse on Broadway.
Yeah. I know. We can do it, okay? You and I can do it.
My Testarossa.
My Posse's on Broadway. Posse up. I could still probably do...
Got No Case.
Oh, hold on a second.
One time's Got No Case.
Hold on a second. Let me think here. Okay, I used to recite Posse on Broadway so much that I think I could possibly... But Taco Bell was closed. The girls were on my tip. We stopped with the other way. Wait. Taco Bell was closed. The girls were on my tip. So we went back the other way and we stopped and ate at Dick's. Is that how it went?
Yes,
I think so. The place where the Swass hang out. The cool, like the place.
Yeah, that's right. This is us badly covering Sir Mix-a-Lot.
My Posse's on Broadway.
Posse up!
Remember this bass? Oh,
Yeah.
my God. This is right when I got my sound system in my little truck. And, oh, my God, this was the best.
Yeah, this song was kind of...
I had a bug in high school, and it would just thump. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Jeff had a bass tube. Do you remember those?
The bazooka.
Boom, boom, I had a 12 in the back.
It would rattle the windows out of my Mustang, too.
The little bass tubes. They had the speakers on both ends. I remember those. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, thanks, Kevin. Come on. How does Hank Williams do it better? Because Junior, by the way, right? Because he's old balls. Donnie's been hanging on
No, this is
for a
not
minute.
Junior. This is the third. This is
the third.
Junior's son. I'm
Junior.
looking it up right now.
What's up, Donnie?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Sir Mix-a-Lot had some other hits like My Posse's on Broadway.
Seriously, though, I mean, does anybody know those songs outside of like a select few of people that grew up in the 90s?
Well, just if that was your time, I mean.
But you know what? It is good to know that people outside of the Seattle area know Posse on Broadway.
Yeah, where did you grow up, Donnie?
Bakersfield.
See?
See?
Like you had no idea what the references were to in Posse's on Broadway. You're like, why is this guy singing about dick?
Who's Dick? Martin Luther King Way. What the hell's that all about? Were you with hanging out with the Riff Raffs back in the day in Bakersfield?
Why would you leave Taco Bell and go get some dicks?
They called us dirt heads.
Dirt heads?
Long hair and listen to heavy metal, But whenever we would cruise Chester on the weekends, you got to have something with some bass.
Yep.
Yeah, get that bass tube. All right, man. Thanks, Donnie.
Well, hey, I have a song for you.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Hey, I think a good cover would be was Five Finger Death Punch. They covered a Bad Company song. I think they made it their own.
Was it Feel Like Making Love?
No, it was the song Bad Company by Bad Company.
Oh, Bad Company, Bad Company. Okay, all right, we're gonna look that up. Thanks, dude.
Which I don't know much about Five Finger Death Punch except for they have the coolest name of any band in the history of bands.
Sure.
Five Finger Death Punch. It's just like the coolest name.
I don't know one song that they sing. I mean, I know it's heavy, I know it's metal, but I'm not. I probably do know. I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
Till the day they die.
Company always on the run. A destiny.
Sounds like you're entering a haunted house.
Sounds like the intro to a movie or a TV show or something.
I was born
like a ghost hunter show.
Shotgun in my hands.
I can see how people could jam.
Or an outlaw.
I'll make my final stand.
I never understood
featuring Jeff Bridges as the sheriff.
And that's why they call me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't deny.
Whatever.
As heavy as I thought it might be. Put a little boogie in it. Man, I'm writing every one of these songs down. We're gonna have to go try to
the greatest cover songs of all time.
Download these and put them in my playlist.
93.3 KZOZ rocks. Now back to Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
What's the number one reason why you hate the Patriots? Okay. Is it Tom Brady? Is it Bill Belichick?
I don't know if I hate the Patriots.
Is it the success?
I was generalizing. I know a lot of people don't like the Patriots. I feel they come across very snobbish.
Yes.
Arrogant.
They don't do as is expected. That's what my number one beef with the Patriots is Bill Belichick. The fact, last night I went to go do my first fantasy mock draft. And I'm like, okay, let's see what's going on here. And the fact, remember LeGarrette Blount almost set a record for touchdowns last year. You know who he plays with this year? The Philadelphia Eagles.
N-E-R-D.
I know. But it's like the Patriots are they don't care who you are.
I didn't bring this up to talk about fantasy football.
They don't care what kind of success you have playing with their team. They're like, if you cost too much, we're going to move on. We're going to put somebody else in here. So they get the backup from Buffalo, and he's probably going to go in and light the world on fire this year. And that's just the Patriot way. The Patriots are bad for fantasy football. That is my number one beef with the New England Patriots. The other 31 teams in the National Football League, great for fantasy football.
Let me ask you a question, and then we'll get to why what the Patriots have now done.
I am to the point where I will not roster a Patriot unless his name is Tom Brady on my fantasy football team.
If you come around in your third round, whatever, and nobody's taken one quarterback yet, and you get the first shot at any quarterback in the league
Rodgers
over Tom Brady, you're a fool.
No.
You're a damn fool.
No, because they throw the ball more.
It doesn't matter. Tom Brady will outperform Aaron Rodgers any day in fantasy football because look what happened last year. He had guys going down. He couldn't throw to anybody. He was getting sacked. I mean, Tom Brady just makes it happen. He goes to Super Bowls. He wins them. It's just.
Yeah, but
I'm glad you're going to take Aaron Rodgers.
That's when fantasy's all said. I'm not taking a quarterback in the third round at all, so you don't have to worry about that.
I know you wait till the 8th or 9th or 10th
I'm
round.
more of the Jameis Winston type of
exactly.
guy.
Ryan Tannehill. Yeah. Good luck.
Well, I'm not going to go with him this year.
Yeah.
He
might be on your bench.
I might give old Jay Cuddy a try though.
So the Patriots just bought 2 767 jumbo jet airplanes from Boeing. I don't know what a 767 is, but I guess it's a pretty damn big airplane because you have to take the entire team, all the trainers, the coaches, the entire operation staff that needs to be at every football game. They just bought 2 of these. It's like Air Force One and Air Force Two, right?
They deserve it.
They literally have a backup plane just in case they need it. I believe that one airplane would travel everyone, but they have a backup plane just in case at the cost of $10 million. So I was kind of curious, what's it cost to charter a plane through a season like every other single NFL franchise does? And that's the only reason this is a big deal. Not even the Dallas Cowboys have their own airplane, even though I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones is going to order 4 now.
Because everything's bigger in Texas.
Right. $4 million is what it costs for an entire season to do 10 round trips. For your road games.
Think about the long play.
So $6 more million, and you buy 2 planes.
2.5. So you've actually the planes last a long time.
Right.
We know that, right?
We're not factoring in.
We've all gotten on that Southwest flight that you're like, wow, this plane was manufactured when I was born. But
and you're starting to go, God, I'm
still holding up just fine.
Really been that frugal when I was buying my airline tickets?
And let's face it, it's not going to get as much airtime as like a domestic flight is going to get. So the planes last a long time. It's a wise investment for the Patriots to go out and buy 2 airplanes.
You got to buy hangars. You got to rent at least a hangar.
If you have the space.
You got to hire a whole team to work on it. I guess maybe you contract that out.
Yeah.
Maintenance guys. You got to hire all the people to fuel the plane. You got to buy the fuel. That's expensive.
Those bumbling idiots that are in charge of inflating the footballs working on that plane. Otherwise, you're not going to have a Patriots anymore.
But I think this is why the Patriots are the best. Because think about how big football players are. And if you have to charter a plane that is made for normal-sized people, every single seat on this plane is like a first-class seat. So it's just 2 seats next to each other, the oversized first-class seats, the extra leg room. They'll recline almost all the way down to a flat surface.
Well, think about it. If you're a free agent and you're being courted by, let's say, since both teams were in the Super Bowl last year, the Atlanta Falcons, who do not have their own plane.
I don't know if
they sell seat licenses for very expensive.
I don't know.
And the New England Patriots, who do have their own plane.
Well, I think Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, there's a lot of things that come into play before the plane.
On the table is all the same. The money on the table is all the same. And they're like, well, we got our own plane. They don't have their own plane. You're going to be traveling in comfort when we have to go out to Los Angeles. That is a cross-country flight.
Right.
You're going to be traveling in style.
Yeah,
but you pick the team with the plane.
As a Seattle Seahawks fan and a fan of a team that resides in the furthermost northwestern part of the United States that has to fly across the country at least
for every game.
At least
they travel the most
2, 3, 4 times a year.
And
as a matter of fact, I don't care who they're playing. The odds are always stacked against the Seahawks when they have to play on the East Coast because of the time change. They don't play well. As a fan of that football team,
for the Niners and the Rams,
I want
the Chargers.
I want
the Raiders.
I want the Seahawks to buy 2 airplanes, or at least 1, if not 2.
Does it matter though? I mean,
because I want them to have the most comfort they can have. I want them to be taken care of the most.
Isn't Boeing in their back pocket anyway?
Can't Boeing give them a deal? I mean, for God's sake.
I think they do. I mean,
they charter a plane. It's got a Seahawk on it, but I forget they
don't own that plane.
They don't own it. No, nobody owns a plane except for the according to ESPN, except for now the New England Patriots.
There's a runway right next to their practice facility.
Will it hold a big plane like this?
Yeah, it would. You can land planes there. They do it all the time.
I mean, if you're a fan of a football team and it's on the West Coast, the 49ers, the Raiders.
The Seahawks have to travel to the East Coast. Let's see here.
The Chargers.
They have to travel to the East Coast on
Rams now?
Only once this year.
I mean, if you got to fly that long, I want my players to be, I want them to be
They
well
have to
rested.
go to Tennessee to play.
Yeah.
That's a sneaky game, isn't it? Okay, that's a sneaky L on the schedule for the Seattle Seahawks is the Tennessee Titans.
NFL owner can afford to buy these two planes, can afford $10 million for their planes.
Did you see how much Jerry Jones' party cost at the Hall of Fame?
No.
Remember that guy called up last week and he said that he went down to the training camp?
I do remember that.
And he went down in Oxnard and he gave the city of Oxnard a check for $10,000 for all their accommodations over the years. And they're like, yay, thank you, Jerry. He threw himself a party at a golf course in Akron. It was $16 million for his Hall of Fame party.
For one party.
For a party. He
could almost bought 3 planes.
Justin Timberlake sang a 2-hour set at Jerry Jones' Hall of Fame party. Like he was like Matt. Like Matt showing up to play his guitar and read his iPad.
Wow. Yeah, how we spend our money, huh? Robert Kraft spends his money wisely.
Right. Robert Kraft, I don't even know if he's going to go in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know if he does or not, but in this situation, I
imagine he will end up in the Hall of Fame. Do you think he's going to hold himself a $16 million party where Justin Timberlake comes in and performs?
Probably not.
No, because he reinvested in the organization. That's the difference between the Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Listen online at KZOZ.com.
What do you think is the top-selling jersey right now in the National Football League?
Oh, I saw this the other day.
Oh, you did?
It's Marshawn Lynch.
Are you buying that he's going to be an impact player for the Oakland Raiders? Everything I hear out of training camp is that he is in old beast mode form.
Yeah, but it's training camp. We'll see.
And
we'll see what it's like when he takes on a real defense.
When he played with the Seahawks, that he was often criticized for his lack of practice passion, I guess, if you will. Like
attendance? Attendance would be a big one.
Attendance, too.
A lot of times he just wouldn't show up.
And
they'd find him. He's like,
apparently he's been at all the practices, and he's been playing really well and turning heads in Oakland, and that he will be their starting, right? You pay all that money for him, you got to make him your starter.
If that's the case, it obviously means more to him. I mean, now he knows that he's got to practice. He's got to be ready. He knows the pressure's on. The hype is up.
He did take a year off, too, so maybe he realizes, okay, I got to get back into form.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch him play. I'm excited for the Raiders. I'm excited for the fans.
As a Seahawks fan, will you be upset if when Marshawn Lynch scores his first touchdown in the Coliseum, people throw Skittles at him?
No, why would I be upset?
Wasn't that a Seahawks thing?
No, it was. Yeah, but I mean, that was just because he likes Skittles. That's not going to bother me. No.
Okay.
No, I really like him.
Skittles is like, this is the greatest thing that could ever happen to Skittles.
Yeah, I think it's great that they have him, and I wish him the best. I wish him the best. I would like to see them go to the playoffs. Where does that fall in line with us?
Well, we'd have to meet him in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want him to beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, but that would be a hell of a Super Bowl, wouldn't it? Marshawn Lynch against his old defense.
Possible Super Bowl too. I mean, if you look at it, both teams are pretty good. I mean,
we'll see. Well, it all depends. I have more faith in the Raiders at this point than the Seahawks.
Both teams are pretty evenly matched.
But it all depends on what happens with Seattle's backfield. But come on. I mean, the Raiders are set at receiver. They're set in the backfield. Their defense is a lot better this year.
Both teams, the running backs have something to prove this year. Eddie Lacy's got something to prove, and
Eddie Lacy. I forgot about Eddie Lacy.
Yeah, and Marshawn Lynch has got something to prove. Yeah. And you got a backup plan in Seattle, and you got a backup plan in Oakland as well with your young running backs sitting there in the wings waiting for the old guys to tire out, because I think that's how NFL coaches and general managers now realize it sits with the running back position. A lot of teams got really thick at running back because they know that running backs are only good for about 5 or 6 games, and then they start to break down. So you got to have one waiting in the wings that has got fresh legs to get going. If not, then you're screwed. I know that Detroit got better at running back. I know that who was it else? Who else was I? Oh, Cincinnati got better at running back. I mean, there are teams that they just realize, okay, we got to have good running backs. Whose jersey are you going to rock this year?
I don't own a jersey.
Are you going to own a jersey this year?
Well, I would like
to rock a jersey.
Well, I'm going to get a Seahawks jersey. It'll probably be Earl Thomas.
You're going to get the one that says Fan 12 on it?
No, I'm not going to get that one on it. Not the 12th man one. It would be Earl Thomas because of the way that he left the game last year with a major leg injury, and he's going to come back and he's going to play. And I'd like to support that guy because he's kind of an older player. He's 28 years old, and he plays on a very intense defense. So if he can come back and play to the caliber that he played before, which I think is going to be really tough, that would be the one. But nobody cares about because I'm sure there's not a lot of Earl Thomas fans.
What did Blair Walsh rock in Minnesota? Was he number 7 in Minnesota?
Jeff, I could not tell you.
I joked about buying a Blair Walsh Minnesota Vikings jersey after he missed the extra point because he was playing for the Seattle Seahawks in that playoff game. And then we go and scoop up Blair Walsh as our place kicker this year, which is awesome.
You sound like a 13-year-old boy in junior high talking to his friend.
I think I'm going to rock
What jersey are you going to get, man?
I think I'm going to rock a kicker's jersey this year. I might rock Blair Walsh.
Wait a second. Where's our kicker?
Stephen Hauschka, he went somewhere else. I don't know where.
What?
Yeah. He missed those extra points.
Yeah.
You missed those extra points. Not that Blair Walsh made his extra points.
What are you going to do? We used to go, Hauschka. We go, Hausch, when he kick it. I don't know what you're going to do with Blair Walsh.
I don't even know where Stephen Hauschka plays.
It's not even going to say the same.
He wanted too much. This kicker. You need a washed up kicker because you got to save that money.
What
for
about
other
this for a
areas.
poll question? We're sitting there kicking one around. I mean, if you're a grown-ass man and you're over the age of, if you're 40, should you be wearing a team jersey? Isn't that something that young people do?
The NFL, it's fine.
I think when you're a kid, you rock a jersey. I don't know if when you're 40 years old, if you're rocking a jersey.
You feel dumb wearing a jersey? Is that why?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe not. If I wore it on game day and I was going in, I don't know. If I'm out in public and I'm wearing a jersey. I mean, I wear my blue every Friday and I wear it on Sunday, but, I don't know about wearing a jersey.
Favorite team, favorite player. It's a difference. I have a theory.
I have player down in the poll question.
Okay. Well, you just says wearing your favorite player's jersey. There is a difference. I think you can wear the T-shirt until you die.
I'm not talking about a T-shirt. I'm talking about the jersey.
You're talking about your favorite player's
I'm not
jersey.
talking about supporting your team. Support your team. But to me, I don't know. It seems a little childish to sit around and talk about who your favorite player is and why you have their jersey.
But you're supporting the team by doing that.
Well, you can support the team by just wearing, go getting a team shirt. You don't have to. You don't have to sit there and wear the jersey. Like I would say, 30 years old. By the time you're 30, you're kind of out of your 20s. It's time to grow up and be a man and quit wearing your favorite player's shirt. It's a little childish. I know some people will say never. The options, by the way, on the poll question are 20, 30, 40, and never. And we can always adjust that if you would like to.
Oh, you got to go older than 40. I see dudes rocking that.
Well, then it would be never.
60s.
Yeah, that's fine. Then it's never.
70.
Then it's never. If it's over 40, if you say over 40 and it's still okay, then you can wear it till whenever. There's a lot of people on this planet that don't make it to 50 years old, or 60. So if they're over 40,
who are you running around with? Is that the Dorito crowd?
I'm not running around with anybody.
Is that the family-sized Dorito crowd?
I'm not running around with anybody anymore.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
It's so funny because we think that there's a lot of politically incorrect things that go on here in the United States. In China, there's a restaurant that is offering discounts to women based on their bra size. Okay, so if you have an A cup, you get a 5% discount on your food.
Which is probably pretty common.
If you get,
I don't want to stereotype, but
if you have a G cup,
I didn't even know they went to G. So, okay, obviously.
That's the highest you can go, I guess.
Okay.
And then you get a 65% discount.
Wow. So are women stuffing their bras, trying to get that discount? Because that's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, hey, Shar, here, take some of my tube socks and stick them in there. Come on.
Socks? How about cans of soup?
Cans of soup. That's a little heavy. It's a little heavy on the back.
General manager is
some progressive
under fire, but he
Those are the big ones.
He told the BBC that since it started, the customer numbers rose by about 20% because you're given okay, yeah, that's on the surface, that is pretty ballsy to go ahead and say, okay, well, if you have big boobs, we're going to give you a bigger discount to eat at our restaurant. That's essentially what you're saying, right? But how is that any different than like a ladies' night at a bar? Like ladies' nights, don't they do like
women have been getting away with discounts
drinks
for decades,
or really super discounted drinks,
right?
When it's ladies' night.
Yeah, girls are 3 for $1, which was always my favorite. Then they got smart and realized, well, the guys are just drinking them. So now they just give them, the discount.
So,
and it's always on girly type drinks, too, that guys don't want to drink, like the fruity specialty cocktails.
Yeah, like women need to realize that this is nothing to get up in arms about because...
You're getting the deal here.
Well, you're not only are you getting the deal, but I mean, this is how business is done, okay? For many, many years. When there's a ladies' night at a bar, they are employing the same policy that this guy has in his restaurant with his bra size discount. He's just narrowing it down quite a bit. He wants a certain type of woman in his bar.
A coupon guy. You're a discount guy, right? Like if you go will you go somewhere on your birthday just because they'll give you something free on your birthday? But I know you're a coupon guy.
My birthday's my day. I don't want to deal with any people.
So you take your birthday very serious.
Pizza, recliner.
Okay.
Usually,
you have a plan.
Usually, it falls on the first weekend of the NFL playoffs. So,
are you going to go somewhere if they say, "Hey, show your show your driver's license, and if you live locally in town, you're going to get this." And I remember in college they always used to show your student ID card, and we'll knock off 15% off your bill. It's like, oh well, in college you had to because you're broke, right? But I mean, I'm just kind of curious if that's something do those kind of promotional campaigns really work? Where come in with this and show us this, and we'll give you this. I guess if your wife has big tatas, then it's good food. See, for me, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the tatas? No, it's if they have good food. If the place has good food, great. I'm all about it. But if it's just okay or mediocre, it's like, well, no. Why don't you make your food better? Are people protesting this place?
Yes, they are. On the placard when you walk in, it says the whole city is looking for breasts, and it says it in bold letters, all caps, breasts.
I think it's funny that you brought up ladies' night earlier because really, it is the same thing without being so obvious, right?
I think so. I mean, I think people are up in arms over this, should they be up in arms over this? Because if you look at it, bars here in the United States do this on a regular basis when they have ladies' night. They are inviting women to come in and drink either for free or for a discount. When I go up and I ask for the ladies' night discount, they're like, dude, sorry, man, you're a guy, you're not a chick. I got to pay full price.
We got somebody on. Go ahead, man, you're on the air. What do you want to say?
I think it's a little bit sad that you guys have to use this story to try to be shock jocks because of your position on this. It's called objectifying women. It shouldn't be done based on size of anything. How would you like to go in based on the amount of hair you have and get a discount?
Dude, were you listening to anything we were saying? This is a guy in China at a restaurant in China. We were just talking about it and how ridiculous it is. And
Right.
you didn't get any of that, did you? No, you didn't get any of that because you have an agenda. That's it.
How is this any different than ladies' night?
The point is that you're objectifying women based on their bra size as opposed to offering a discount to all women.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Plain
and simple.
A ladies' night is objectifying women based on the fact that they have...
No.
Yes,
the
it is.
objectifying part
Absolutely.
comes when you base it on their breast size.
Okay, what is the goal of the bar that has a ladies' night, sir?
To get men into the bar.
Mm-hmm. What is the goal of the guy that is giving discounts based on the bra size?
To get into the pants of the woman.
No, it's not.
God,
Come on.
know.
Like
It's to
anybody,
make money.
Like
It's to
anybody,
make money.
What
You guys
woman
deny
is
everything.
going to sleep
You
with a
guys
guy
deny
because
everything.
he gave him a
You're
20% discount?
Oh my! I'm going to go because you're pretty much dumb.
Yeah. Who's the
Pretty
dumb
much
one?
dumb.
Who's the one that ran away? Here's the thing.
I would like to meet the woman that was a size C, and she's like, man, that guy gave me 25% off my
If you
shirt.
think the bar owner...
I am going to go home with him for sure.
Right. If you think the bar owner or the manager or whoever comes up with these advertising campaigns is just trying to get laid, you're a damn fool. They're trying to make money. They're trying to get women into the bar because they know that'll bring men, which means they can sell twice as many drinks. That's all it is.
If anything,
And
you've got to,
you're right.
whether you agree with it or you don't agree with it at all, you got to at least give the guy some credit for being upfront and honest about it.
This guy didn't even want to give his name. So here's the deal. We agree with you. This is total sexism. That's why we're laughing at it, making fun of it. I don't know where you got the whole we're trying to
But
glorify
we're also trying to draw a correlation here, saying that this is no different than any ladies' night promotion that anybody's ever been a part of, and we've all gone to the bar on ladies' night, men and women both.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'm just wondering, who's the guy that gets to bust out the tape measure and measure the tits when they come in? How do they know what?
You're just trying to piss that guy off. Stop it.
I wondered the same question, actually. Does the woman have to, like, show the tag on the bra to verify
I'm sure there. Yeah, I don't know.
Size?
It's
now,
China, man.
On the article, they show a chart. Maybe they stand up against the chart, and then they show, okay, well, that's about a D.
Think
okay,
about
you get a 5. You get a 50% discount.
The backlash the TSA gets, for making sure no one's bringing a weapon on a plane. Can you imagine if you're the person that has to measure?
That's where the retired TSA agent goes. They go work for the trendy shrimp in Zhengzhing.
Hi, good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, went to Magic Mountain yesterday, and people underneath a certain height get in cheaper than over a certain height. So I'd be upset that I didn't get.
I know, damn
get
short people.
I think that's just shocking.
That is just obtrusive.
Yeah, I just thought I'd add my 2 cents.
Yeah, I know. It's a judgmental society, and it's just baloney.
I look at that 8-year-old, and I'm like. You don't know how good. I literally do. Look at the 8-year-old and say, you don't know how good you have it.
KCOZ. It's time to play Know the Show.
It's 9:49. If you know the show today, a couple of tickets to go see the Doobie Brothers, Vina Robles Amphitheater on the 22nd, Tuesday night. You can link up to buy your tickets if you go to kzoz.com. Click on the Doobie Brothers link there. You can win them, though, every day if you know the show. 543-3693 are the numbers to get in.
Okay, we need to know this morning, when Jeremy goes for the finish line with a bag of Doritos, what is his size of choice? He's going to finish it off.
I want to finish her off. What size do I like?
This is the size of Doritos he likes. For him, it's a snack size.
I got to be honest with you.
For you, it might be something different.
It's a little embarrassing.
When Jeremy goes for the finish line with a bag of Doritos, are you nacho cheese?
Yes, this is the old school, yeah.
You don't go Cool Ranch?
No, I don't like Cool Ranch. Okay, nacho cheese all the way. My favorite chip.
What's his size of choice? What bag of Doritos can he polish off? Good work, by the way.
Thank you.
Impressed.
I'm not proud of it. But now that you said good work, I'm a little proud of it.
Pat on the back.
543-3693.
Or on the stomach.
There we go.
Attaboy. Attaboy. There you go.
That's solid.
There you go.
What size of Doritos, Scotty?
Let's go with party size.
No, it wasn't party size. That was the one that Jeff said.
Party size is the high one.
Don't feel bad unless you actually did the party size.
If you go party size, then you need help.
Hi, good morning. This is Debbie. What was the size?
I'm going to guess the family size.
That is correct. The gateway size, I like to refer to it as.
Congratulations, Debbie. You're going to go see the Doobie Brothers. Nice job.
Oh, my God. Can I tell you guys something?
Sure.
I wanted these tickets for my best friend's birthday. I'm currently unemployed, and she took me to the nicest place for my birthday, spent the night in a hotel, and I really wanted to do this for her, so you guys have just really made it happen. And KZOZ rocks!
Look at that. That's a lot of enthusiasm.
Can we get that? Get that to the guy that does the promos.
You know who else's birthday it is today?
Hold on, Deb.
It's your boys. Scott
Thank
Stapp.
you. He's talking to you, Seth.
No, I was talking to you. It's your boy.
Hey, are you...
Microphone's not working.
Why are you on that microphone?
Well, I thought this one was distorted.
No, check it out. Check it out. They fixed it.
Did they? Yeah, they did. I thought so, yeah.
Come on. You can't get a freaking engineer in here? For God's sakes, that's a radio station. We need microphones.
Why do you think I was over here? I knew it wasn't fixed.
I'm sorry. I know. I should have not doubted you at all.
Did you guys see the tweet that Scott Stapp sent to himself on his birthday?
No. I did not see
his
this.
His birthday was yesterday.
Wait a sec. Did you say he sent himself a tweet?
Yeah.
What did he say?
From his verified account.
Well, at least somebody did.
From his verified account, it says, "Happy birthday, Scott." And it is the most narcissistic montage of of like
photos with him in the middle of all of them. Or?
Magazine covers and press junket photos and even family photos in there. And it's just this big montage. Is it montage or collage?
Collage. Montage is
collage makes things go faster in a movie.
Here's a collage. The collage of photos of himself on his birthday, and it says in big bold letters, "Happy birthday, Scott."
Not to me or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, there is a chance that maybe somebody
caught your eye, didn't it,
does
Jeff?
his social media for him, and they did that.
That could be.
But then don't send it from his account.
Like, I have a
his
friend
verified account
that did social media for a guy that was on the Home and Garden channel, HGTV, who did like backyard makeovers. I don't even know the guy's name, but apparently at that level, if you can get somebody, you pay somebody else.
Yeah.
So you were tweeting?
Like, this was his job. I think he made $1,500 a month managing Twitter and Facebook
You
for
would
this
think
guy.
he would authorize every post, but maybe not.
Yeah, well, no, because that's why you're paying this guy.
I guess,
mean, yeah, so I think that's maybe what it is, but who knows? Scott is an interesting character, especially over the last 5 years, right?
If that's your job, you have to understand the optics of the
Yeah, the
situation.
audience doesn't understand that.
The
The
optics.
He did it with eyes wide open, obviously. Yeah. I had to work that in somehow.
Hold on, it's coming. There it is.
But I mean, it says Scott Stapp. At Scott Stapp is his Twitter handle, and it says "Happy birthday, Scott!" and this big bloviating the collage of photos with his shirt off.
Was he able to like it himself too? Like Scott Stapp likes this or something? You like your own post?
He hearted
That's always
it.
a
Yeah,
good
he
one.
loves it.
Hearted
Yes,
it.
he was one of the 277. Yes.
All right. Well, you've shared that now, so you can see that over on our Facebook page at Jeff and Jeremy. Tomorrow we'll have more Doobie Brothers tickets. Mr. Seth will take over. Anything else we need to know from you today?
Well,
sir?
yeah, if he uploaded, he took it higher.
That's
right. He had to.
Because he up.
No, there's nothing, obviously.
How many of these can we get in like 60 seconds?
I'm working. That's the only 2 songs I know.
You know what? You know what?
Being
Seth,
a big fan.
Seth, you are my sacrifice, my friend.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Hold on.
If you're looking for a new TV